I'm doing a little bit of spring cleaning at the moment. So one of the things I'm doing today is I am soaking the inside of the black and gray tank. And I'm using Charlie's soap. It's all natural. It's a laundry powder, and it has things, the ingredients are like just a few things. It works on grease, grass, blood, clay, wine, food stains, etc. for laundry, but it's 0 perfumes and 0 fillers, all natural. Anyway, I've used this for my clothes forever. All natural again, fragrance free, safe for anything, etc. 100 loads per, and it's septic safe. So anyway, that's what I'm using today. I was using a combination of laundry soap, the Arm & Hammer one, the laundry soda, something like that. And I was using borax mule team in there to soak it. But I don't have any of that stuff. I don't have anything like that here. So I just did the Charlie's, and I figured it was good to go. And it really hasn't been used that much since I've been on my trip. I don't use it while I'm parked at my daughter's. I go inside. So that's one of the things I'm doing today. The other thing is I'm disinfecting the freshwater tank. So I use 1.5 cups of regular bleach, and I pour it into a container. I'll show you. I pour it into a container. It's a Reliance collapsible water jug. I think it's like 2.5 gallons. You see the nozzle? That's the important part. I turn it upside down and see where my hole is there for the freshwater tank, and I put it in there and I push it up against there and kind of squeeze it. And this container here works great for emergency to fill your water. Also, if you don't have a source you can connect to for fresh water, I filled this like at a water fountain kind of water spigot and carried it back and then filled up my tank that way. Yes, it took lots of trips, but it worked. And then after I do that, I have this nozzle. Do you see this? And I just hook it to a regular hose for the freshwater tank, because I don't drink this fresh water out of the freshwater tank normally unless I run it through the filter, the Berkey. So just so you know, this nozzle has really come in handy several times. And I do use a water hose, a regular water hose, when I hook to city water, always. So that's the only thing. Oh, and if I fill up my water tank from a place where you dump, you dump your black and your gray tank, and then you have fresh water, potable water right next to it, I'll use my regular water hose for that kind of water as well. This hose here is a garden hose at my daughter's place. I'm not worried about it. So you just never know what's happening with those ones at the septic dumps. Also, if you do use the ones, whenever you're going to fill your fresh water tank, or whenever you're going to hook up to a water source, you should wipe down the nozzles, any connective pieces, like with a Lysol wipe, or spray it with Lysol or Clorox wipe or something along that like that, or alcohol. Even rubbing alcohol works great, just to get any extra bacteria off. But again, I filter all my drinking water anyway, not that concerned, but I still do it. Also, this item here that hooks to a hose end, that goes down into the toilet. So I use this to clean my my toilet out every so often. If I have the water source, I don't always have the water source to run a hose like into the rig like this. And so you push this down, you have the hose attached, and you push it down into the toilet, and you turn it different ways. I've already done this. I didn't show you, I'm sorry. Done this for today. And that helps get anything that's on the sides that might be caked on off, and loosens it up. And then plus then I add all the water and the soap for soaking. And I'm going to drive around a little bit before I go to the dump station to circulate all the water that's in the tanks and circulate the water that's in the fresh tank, to get that fresh tank container all clean. And then after that, I go to my local or nearest dump site to do dumping. And sometimes I come back to wherever I'm at and soak again, and or get ice cubes and drive around with ice cubes in the black tank to loose anything that might be, stuck to the sides. Just depending. At least once a year, I've been doing the ice cube bit, sometimes twice a year, but normally I just soak it every few months and then fill it all the way up, let it soak for a few hours, and then dump it all. Anyway, talk to y'all later. Thanks for watching.